Hello everyone. Have you ever witnessed breathtaking traffic moments? Brain-tight handling. Situations where only 1 second separates luck from disaster. Buckle up, because right now, you are about to enter the world of unbelievable collisions. Ready? Let's get started. An unbelievable moment. The car suddenly lost control, flying into the air before crashing hard. But what actually caused it to fly like that? A dark rainy night, but what's going on with this car? Sparks are flying from inside, signaling a dangerous incident. Mechanical failure, or is there something more sinister going on? What do you think? What is this car doing? A freak swerve or something the driver can't control? Straight up on the sidewalk, into the trees. This car just disappeared into the woods in a split second. But what really happened? Was it a swerve? Or did something force the driver to turn into the darkness? In the midst of a torrential rainstorm, this motorbike suddenly lost control and slid right in front of another car. Slippery road, technical error, or some unexpected situation. Any guesses? A quiet street corner, but suddenly, two cars collide without any sign of braking. Whose fault is it? Driver distraction, obstructed vision, or something else? What do you think about this situation? An unbelievable moment. A car stands upright on its front wheels, in the middle of a busy intersection. Was this a freak accident or an unexpected stunt? What really happened? A mysterious turn in the middle of a busy intersection. But why did this car suddenly lose control? An invisible force, or just a dangerous mistake? On the snow-covered road, two trucks were rushing from opposite directions, but one of them seemed to lose control. What happened next? Was there an inevitable outcome? A moment of carelessness, a wrong decision. And then, the inevitable collision happened right in the middle of the intersection. What led to this dangerous situation? A fateful moment. The car suddenly lost control and swerved into the opposite lane. At that moment, a truck appeared out of nowhere and crashed straight into it. Accident or a terrible coincidence? Yes, and this is the perfect combination of a car and a bus literally. The black car rushed forward as if it was in a hurry to get lunch, but not before saying hello with a huge head-on. And the bus. Why do I suddenly feel like I'm leaning like this? And this is the moment when the motorcyclist decided to try his obstacle dodging skills. But it didn't work out so well. The car came rushing in like an uninvited guest, and the biker didn't know what the hell happened. A normal morning on a snow-covered road, but suddenly, the container tilted, as if some invisible force was manipulating it. Was this just a simple accident, or was there something mysterious hidden? A truck that was moving normally suddenly exploded, flames bursting out fiercely in the middle of a deserted lane. There was no sign of a collision, no spark. What caused the truck to suddenly burst into flames? In the middle of a heavy rainstorm, a truck suddenly crashed into a container on the side of the road with great force. But the strange thing is there was no sign of losing control before. Why did the truck crash straight into the barrier? Was it a technical error, a moment of distraction, or was there something mysterious going on? A small car rushed at a terrifying speed, crashing straight into a truck. The collision was so strong that the giant truck was pushed back. What happened? Was it the power of speed or something mysterious behind it? In the pouring rain, a red car was speeding away. Suddenly it crashed into another car, but instead of stopping, the driver immediately accelerated and fled. Was this an accident or a hit and run? Fateful moment. A giant crane suddenly collapsed in the middle of a crowded street. The car was crushed, but something strange happened. A woman walked out, almost unharmed. Was it luck or was there some force protecting her? In a split second everything turned to hell. A horrific collision in the pouring rain. Objects flew. The car seemed to evaporate in a raging fire. What really happened? Human error or an unavoidable accident? In the middle of a deserted highway, the car suddenly lost control. A thick cloud of black dust. Accident or unsolved mystery? The SUV rushed through the intersection ignoring the red light. Was it a simple accident, or was there something that no one could explain? An unbelievable scene. The car hanging under the bridge seems to defy all laws of physics. A car crashes into a gas station, but the strange thing is, there's no sign of braking. Is it a case of losing control, or is there an invisible force at work? The white car was speeding down the highway. Crazy speed, out of control, or a tragedy about to happen? The two cars suddenly swerved as if an invisible force was controlling them. An accident was imminent. But was it just driver error, or was there something more sinister going on? And here is a very intimate exchange between the two cars. Maybe they were in a hurry to get to each other's fan meeting. The tense moment when a truck suddenly caught fire. The fire flared up fiercely, black smoke billowed, creating a terrifying scene on the highway. Will the driver be able to escape safely? Chaotic moment at the gas station. A motorbike suddenly caught fire, while a panicked man tried to put out the fire with kicks. And then that moment came. Unbelievable. The car appeared as a street racer, but ended up with a very humorous handling. Literally a blast drift. Not sure if this is a skill, or an accident about to happen. In the narrow alley, the white car suddenly rushed onto the sidewalk, almost causing a disaster. Did the driver lose control? The black car suddenly cut across the road right in front of the fire truck. Was the driver not looking, or was something unusual happening? Mysterious scene in the night. Is this car running away or being chased by a mysterious light? When you just finished washing your car, and the universe decides to give you a lesson in the law of attraction, someone order the driver a glass of iced tea to calm his nerves. Breathtaking moment. A car recklessly crossed the railway tracks just as a train was approaching at high speed. In just a split second, a collision was inevitable. Will anyone be able to react, or is everything already predetermined? A dramatic scene that will make viewers' hearts skip a beat. In the dark night of the city, a strange accident happened on the highway. The streaks of light were scattered. The car was spinning in the hazy smoke. In the middle of the quiet night, a truck suddenly flipped over in the middle of the road, as if by some invisible hand. There was no obvious collision, no sign of loss of control, just a sudden, mysterious flip. And just like that, the truck decided it wanted to take a nap right in the middle of the road. Parallel parking level, tanker truck. Not sure if it's a success or a disaster. And there goes the trailer. Looks like it wanted to take a road trip on its own. When you're in a hurry but the road says no. Nice try, buddy. Slippery roads and bad timing, a classic recipe for chaos. When your GPS says, turn now, and you take it a little too seriously. Trains don't stop on a dime, and this driver just learned it the hard way. When you take a shortcut but forget to tell your car. When you play Tetris too much and start parking like this. When you brake but the laws of physics say no. When you realize winter roads come with a built-in slip and slide. When you try to flex your new car's flip feature, but forget it's not a stunt vehicle. When you enter a drift competition, but nobody else knew about it. When you try to park in the shade, but take it a bit too far. When you see your exit, but forget to use the brakes. When you're waiting for a customer but fate has an appointment with the car behind. When you try to switch lanes, but end up switching dimensions. When you try to overtake but end up in a fast and furious audition. When Google Maps says, "Turn left now," and you take it literally. When you realize it's a one-way street but too late. When both drivers think they have the right of way. When you believe in miraculous face-cutting skills but the reality is different. This driver thought they were in an action movie, but reality hit hard. This truck driver thought they could beat the train, but physics had other plans. This driver wanted to squeeze into a tight spot, but forgot that physics still applies. This sub just discovered a new shortcut to bad. It's not an actual road. And the result is a situation that makes both the insurance company and the driver cry. But at least after this incident, everyone has a thrilling story to tell if they still want to drive. Rainy weather and bad decisions, a classic combination. This is why patience is a virtue and why crossing gates exist. Red light. What red light? Looks like someone missed the memo. A highway horror. This car is barely holding together. Looks like someone learned the hard way that tailgating a truck is a bad idea. Someone just ran a red light, and this is the brutal result. Truck loses control. Disaster strikes. The truck decided to try something new but forgot that this was not an action movie. When you think green means go for everyone, except the other driver had a different plan. When the driver decided to turn left, but forgot to check the oncoming lane surprise cameo from the south. When you try to slip past a turning semi, but end up starring in a real-life game of Tetris. When your scooter meets a turning truck, guess who's more surprised? When your Monday commute turns into a Michael Bay audition in a split second. When you try to drift a cargo truck in the rain, and Mother Nature says, "Not today." When you think there's just enough space to squeeze through, but the truck says, "Nope." It was pouring rain. A car suddenly turned left-right in front of a motorbike, almost causing an accident. On a seemingly peaceful intersection, but no one expected, fate had decided an uncompromising encounter. One side is haste, one side is carelessness. When fates intersect, there can only be one outcome. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like if you find the video useful, comment your thoughts below and subscribe to not miss the next dramatic moments. Drive safely and see you in the next video.